Hey, Tess. I just been sitting here making putty, and my hands are about to fall off. I gotta clean up my mess. Good Lord. I still got the same mess I had at the end of my TikTok live. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Lord, this is gonna be bad. Ah! My, I was gonna try to do Streamlabs OBS, which is what Kaylee suggested, but my teenager's not here. Plus, I'm not mentally. I'm exhausted. I'm not in the mood to learn nothing right now. So I don't know what problem they have with my videos, but I'll just go back and forth between being on camera and not being on camera. Hey, y'all. Oh, hey, Alicia. Hello again. So let me get my mess cleaned up and get my MacBook back over here, and we will watch that story I was talking about. Oh, thank you, Kelly. When everybody gets in here, I will go over because somebody sent me a DM this morning. They weren't in here last night, so they did not know. They were messaging me to let me know about their membership. So I'm guessing they weren't in the live last night. So and that's what pisses me off. Like, I don't do this cuz I need the money. I do this for fun. And making money at it is just a bonus. It makes me mad because can you imagine being a member on someone's channel and you go to their channel and find out you ain't a member for the moment? That see, it's how it affects y'all and the fact that it wasted y'all's money. That's what pisses me off. But it's all right. Y'all done try to take me down how many different fucking times? I ain't going nowhere. I might take breaks every now and then, but they don't mean nothing except I'm burnt out. Don't mean you hurt my damn feelings. And scruples, let me tell you something. I know you don't like me, but bitch, I take up way more space in your head than you do mine. I had legit forgot, like that Taylor Swift song. I forgot that you existed until you popped up in that damn chat this morning. Girl, go the hell on. And my mods and I cannot remember your version of events. I know you got blocked because I was tired of your shit. It didn't have nothing to do with you Holly haircut talking about your daughter and you defending it. You just want to make me look bad because you hate me. But this ain't the HOA you dealing with. Damn, go peddle your bullshit somewhere else, weirdo. She was stalking my ass in that chat this morning. And you know what's so bad about that? I sat there in that live this morning and I saw her comment and go by. And I thought, well, wait a minute. One of the reasons I went so hard at Scruples was because of Sarah and Chaos and the shit that they said about Scruples. And I almost apologized to the bitch. Did she lie on me on the back end? Yes, she did. But it all stemmed from shit that Sarah and Chaos started. But then she went and opened her fucking mouth and commented at me and reminded me why I don't owe her a fucking apology. Hey, Diva. The other night, Aaron, or did she do another one? I haven't checked the emails, but my daughter is over at my other daughter's house and she's my Discord manager. So she's got it set up for me. I got to, when she gets home tomorrow, I'm going through all the emails. Y'all will get a one use link for me to join the Discord. And I hate that everybody can't be there. But the only people I can let in right now are people that were already members on my channel. So y'all can thank Feisty for that. She's the one that ruined it for everybody. What do you do about what, Spunky? Sorry. They Texas Bill and somebody over there reported something on my channel and they suspended my monetization. I've got to appeal it. But that's what happened to everybody's memberships. Not me leaning over like I'm on damn TikTok. From yesterday? We'll go check it out. Were you are you a member here? See, it took away y'all's green names and I can't remember who all was a member. Okay, Cynthia, if you are a member here, go to my channel and it'll say something about memberships being paused for my channel. Take a screenshot of it. This shirt's driving me crazy. And email it to me. Uh can one of y'all put my email address in the chat? Screenshot my email address and then screenshot that from my channel where it says your membership is paused. And then tomorrow, when I get started sending out the links to the Discord, I will email you back with that. If you are a member here, you get in the Discord. See, it will show up. It's not. It grayed it all out for me, hand Fran. I can't. I can't look at it. I tried that. Hey, Destiny. Yeah, it's are the mods in I know Tess is in here. Can somebody, anybody, type this in the chat? SWIFTIETT723 at Gmail. It's SwiftyTT723. It's SWIFTIETT723 at Gmail. I don't think so, Destiny. But I forgot. Were you a member here, Jamie? See, this is what makes me feel bad. Because I know I want everybody to get in, and I can't have a public chat now because they all ruined it for everybody. No, I'll be here. The Discord is just a place for us to have fun. Like, and y'all can chat and gossip and share videos when I'm not live. I'll still be going live. And being on TikTok today and getting reported reminded me why I left. I might pop up on TikTok every now and then, but not all the time. So again, my email is SWIFTIETT723 at Gmail. I have two options that they give me to rectify the situation. One is to appeal it. Oh, thank you, Aaron. I didn't see it. One is to appeal it, and the other is to appeal it and reapply to the partner program. The other option is to fix the videos that are a problem and then reapply in July. But the problem with option two is they didn't tell me what the problem was. They just took it away. They just took my monetization. Now, well, no, that I was fixing to ask because it says memberships are suspended, but then I was about to ask a really dumb question because you can't get super chats or none of that if your monetization is gone. Oh, thank you. Spunky, if you joined, if whoever was already a member as of yesterday, y'all will be in the Discord. They took my monetization on here. They suspended it. They didn't take it away permanently. They suspended it. Yes, it's SWIFTIETT723 at Gmail. I forgot that you existed. And thought it would hurt me, but it didn't. So Oh, I need my iPad. Good Lord. My desk is a mess. I can't handle clutter. It drives me batshit crazy. Cannot stand it. I gotta take that to the kitchen. That over there. Over there. Let me put that over there. All right, be right back, y'all. I gotta clean this mess up before it drives me crazy. Now Kaylee's got the damn. Hey, got any great songs stuck in my head? Give me 2 minutes, y'all. I gotta make a protein water. Got the chewy sister. And I thought I knew where everybody did. Waddle, waddle. To the very Oh my God, now it's the got any great song. Oh, pretty boys. They're new. Okay, plus I love your fucking protein water. But can we put this shit in a bag? Oh my God, that's a pain in the ass to do. Oh, but it is. Oh, oh, I throw my can away. No Swifty clutter. Cubic, your ass is about hanging off of that chair, dear. Oh, I meant to tell Kaylee I got that. I gotta go get ice. That I got that Bloom protein water. It is really good. And it has collagen, which is good because that's one less drink I have to do every day. Oh, Lord, Jesus. Ooh, it's cold. I have on the Discord a. I have to look at it. I've got Real Housewives channel. Yeah, it is really good. I wish they would put it in a container though. That bag is a pain in the ass. And they've got either put it in a plastic container in a tub or make the scoop smaller. Because that it doesn't unzip all the way and that scoop is really big. I forgot that you existed. And I thought it never hurt me, but it didn't. Okay. Hey, Nora. We also have a weird FYP shit channel because y'all were talking last night about was it juicer or squirter? I get y'all mixed up all the time. It does dissolve easily. It's the same, it's the raspberry, the same one that Kaylee got. I don't know how I feel about the watermelon flavor, so I didn't get it. Mormon Wives, TikTok drama, recovery, Real Housewives, GLP-1, twins, and weird FYP shit. It's okay, it's you. It's not that I forget which one of you is who. It's that I can't remember which one of y'all said what because y'all's names are so much alike. Okay, go to I need my notes. Did y'all know Gypsy got banned on Clapper too? And your birthdays are 2 days apart? What, you and Squirter? I forgot that you existed. Oh, we can't have nothing on the screen. We're not Gabby over here. If y'all want something good to clean your TV, your computer, your phone, iPad, everything, and it comes with this really good microfiber cloth. You can get it on Amazon. It is so good. And unlike it cleans better than like alcohol does, it like kind of puts a coating or something like you can't tell it, but it does reduce like smudges and fingerprints. I don't have to clean my MacBook screen nearly as often as I did when I used alcohol. All right. Flip. Okay, this it. Let me turn that TV down. All I hear all day long is SpongeBob because nobody ever watches that TV. It's just on for background noise. Okay, that big old donk of yours is gonna make you fall out of that chair. I just know it. But she's snoozing. She don't care. I know, Possum. It makes me so mad. Hey, Jennifer. It's okay. The husband. Let me clarify, because that's what got me to watch. Because I was like, huh? The husband was the stepfather. I'm gonna start playing this, and then I've got to pee. I'm having to take a water pill because that estrogen got my ass bloated like y'all would not believe. And it does what it's supposed to do. So here we go. This will be story time part one. Be I right am back. Going to preface this video by telling you that I'm going to reveal some embarrassing information that happened to me, and everything that I'm about to tell you is my experience. This is what happened to me. So I'm going to start at the beginning, and that's why this is going to be a long video, because this is a year that this went on. So we have to go all the way back to June, July of 2024. My husband and I were laying in bed one night, and he just out of the blue said to me, I don't think I can, I'm worried that I'm going to hurt myself because I'm crumbling under the financial pressure of this relationship. And I said, what do you mean? You know, he paid all the bills. I had my own business, and all the money that I made went into buying groceries and to growing my business. Okay. He paid all the bills, so we had separate bank accounts. We lived in a home together that we purchased with my mom. She put in $251,000 cash as a down payment on our home. We put in like 38,000, I think. We bought it together. When my mom passed away, I inherited her portion of our home. Okay, so I just want to preface that in this video. So we're laying in bed. He tells me this. He tells me that we're in debt, and he's maxed out all of our credit cards, and he's maxed out our home equity line of credit, which was $50,000. And I had no idea what he had maxed out. Okay, I'm back. Home equity line of credit, because like I said, we had separate bank accounts, all the bills were in his name, so he took care of all the financial stuff. Yeah, the package. All my money went towards my business and home expenses as far as things around the house. So I'm mortified. I don't know how to fix the situation. So in my mind, I'm like,
I'm not mad about the money. I'm thinking, how can I fix this? How can I save my husband if he's thinking about hurting himself? So fast forward to August, and I get a phone call from my daughter, and she asks me if I'll fly out to Virginia. We were living in Idaho at the time. If I would fly out to Virginia to help paint her house. She had acquired a home from her dad when he passed away, and it got picked up on a television show.
Oh, really,
And we were
Gretchen?
doing a
Wait, are you talking
30
about?
minute
I think I
series
know who you're talking
on
about.
the renovation of it. It's on
She's
the map.
friends with the daughter.
They had a deadline. She called me up and she said, "Would you come out and paint? I need help painting. We're not going to get the house done in time for the taping. Please, will you come out and help me?" So the next day, I got on a plane and I flew to Virginia. And for 2 weeks, I stayed at my daughter's house and I painted the whole entire home, 3 floors, doors, all the stuff, trim, like everything that they needed me to do. On the day that they were taping the show, I was still painting. Like I was painting
Yeah, this
from
is the
6
dad daughter.
o'clock in the morning until 11 o'clock at night some days. Just me by myself. So I save the day, we do the taping. While I'm there, I'm telling my daughter about what my husband had shared with me about the money and how he's concerned about harming himself. Well, she had just acquired this house and this huge house. Now she's got a mortgage payment. So she says, "Why don't you guys come live with me
That is weird that
and
all
my
y'all are
boyfriend?
behind.
We're living together. Why don't you come live with us and I can get your husband a job at the place where I work and you guys can live with us for a little while, pay off your debt, and then you can buy a house here or whatever."
Look here,
Well,
my daddy has made that offer before. Why is this not level? Hold up. Wait. Oh, there was a diamond art drill under it. That tiny little drill was making that wobble like that. My daddy has made that offer in hard times before. And there were a couple of times, well, once, that we took him up on it. It don't ever. You got to have a really good relationship with your family. And even then, it could still go bad.
wanted to do that. That sounded like an amazing idea. And so I went home, I talked to my husband about it, and he was like, "No, absolutely not," at first. So then I convinced him to, at least talk to the guy, talk to the owner of the company. So he talks to the owner of the company. Okay. And the company is a home construction company. And there's 4 employees at this place. And my daughter's one of the employees. Okay. So it's super small. And oh, by the way, I want to preface this video by letting you know that while we were living in Idaho and for 7 years that we were living there, my husband worked for my brother's company. That's it been in my family my whole life. My grandfather started
Like,
it.
I can see both sides. The daughter has not put her side out. She responds to comments here and there on her videos. And I mean, she doesn't have to speak out, but I do feel like the daughter has been kind of immature in the way she has handled it. Like, I can see not wanting to give it life if the mother is lying. And she's like messaging people that like followers that are defending the mama. She's messaging them. And like her friend did a video that was on my For You page this afternoon. When I watched it, I guess I've been done dirty by family so much because I automatically believe the mama. But the more I keep seeing about it, I don't know who to believe. You talking about the black lady with the glasses, hand friend? That's whose video I saw today.
She
And I
was
got that
working
one
for my
too.
family business when we left.
Oh yay,
We
Allie!
moved to Virginia and started staying with my daughter. So he takes
If
the
y'all
job
hear me
interview,
crunching, let me know.
and on Friday the guy offers him the job. On Sunday, he's on a plane to Virginia to stay with my daughter and to start his new job. I stay behind in Idaho for 8 weeks to sell all of our home, to put it on the market, to show it, to pack all of our everything up. Meanwhile, I'm still running my businesses. I have an art studio, I teach online, and I had a dog sitting business. So I was taking care of both my businesses, trying to wrap up our home and everything while he just picked up, went and started his new job and began living with my daughter and her boyfriend. So they're working at the same company. Okay. So for 8 weeks, I'm just living my life out in Idaho, like, thinking I'm getting ready to sell my dream home. I'm going to live with my daughter. We're going to travel. We're going to get to spend time with my kids. It's going to be amazing. And I'm so excited. So I get there, 8 weeks I spend packing up everything. His new job is going great, apparently, and I'm just super happy to get there. So I drive myself all the way across the US, pulling a U-Haul, me and my dog, with half of our stuff. And I leave the other half
Am I
in our
lagging?
garage in Idaho.
I notice the chat's not
So
moving.
I get there and
Talk to me, guys. Is it Gabby?
okay. And they've known I'm coming for 2 weeks. And I get there with a tiny little U-Haul, expecting them to have a room cleared out for me to unpack my office so I can get to work. And they haven't even cleaned the room out. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm
Okay.
going to leave
Thank you,
stuff
Will.
in the U-Haul till however long. Like I've just driven cross country. I'm exhausted. They acted like they weren't even happy.
So she doesn't have receipts.
So I argued with my daughter for 3 days about
Keeps
unpacking
saying
my
she
stuff.
does.
And she's like, you need to paint that room before you can move in. I want this room painted and cleaned up before you move in your stuff. So I was like, "Ugh, okay." So I end up leaving all my stuff in the U-Haul. Basically, I unpacked some stuff in around her house, and I'm going to have to now paint this office
Her husband,
before I can set up my stuff to
the
work.
stepfather of her daughter.
Well, right out of the gate, things are weird. I'm being given the silent treatment. I can tell there's like this hostility from my daughter towards me.
Christina, from everything I've seen and read, it's not as easy. It's not as difficult as people make it out to be. Like I think it's intimidating for a lot of people. I still have not started my sourdough journey, but I'm going to, and I'm nervous about it too. But I do think, like according to what a lot of people who have done sourdough for a while have said, and even newbies that were afraid to start it, they say it's not as complicated as they make it out, as we make it out to be in our heads.
She's upset that I'm smoking cannabis, which is ridiculous because she smokes it and so does her boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
The
do
few
it.
times that
I need
she
to
would
buy the
come to
stuff
me,
though.
would be to complain either about something I was doing in the house, cleaning the floor, using the wrong cleaning products, or something her
Look
boyfriend
here,
was doing.
look here, lady. Do you know how much I get on to my husband for not using the right cleaning product? Now I ain't hating on the girl for that. A woman can be picky about her cleaning product. That's fine. If you are going to wipe up a sticky non-bacterial mess of some sort on the table or the counters, you better use that Miss Myers. That shit smells good. I've got one for bacteria, I got a cleaner for all of it. Don't use the wrong one. And my husband, God bless him, he can't remember which one goes to what. He just grabs a bottle.
He lived there. She wished she could kick him out, but she needed his money because she got this giant house and now she's got like a $2,000 a month mortgage payment. She can't afford the house by herself. That's why we kind of were like, we can help her out. She can help us.
And friend, if you've got some videos on it, um, you can send them to me and I can add them to the list of videos about this. What in the hell? What is all over my screen? I just wiped it down.
Anyway, she constantly complained about her boyfriend because he drank too much. She hated that he drank. They were constantly fighting about the fact that he was drinking. Well, he hated his life because she was miserable to him. She didn't love him. She didn't want him there, but she knew she
It
couldn't
drives me
afford
crazy.
it without his money. So I'm going to go to part two. I guess this will be story.
She's getting the views off of it though. Look at these views. 1.6 million, 1.2 million.
Okay, so this is the part two. So we are in roughly December. Christmas was lovely. My son, who is an
It's my understanding that she's been doing content about this for a year. I don't know though. I haven't looked through her older content. I don't know. Hand friend, do you know what made her make this series of videos? Was there something that I know she says her daughter and her ex-husband stalk her and shit, like on burner accounts. But I don't know what prompted her to do the videos.
Also came over, spent Christmas with us. It was amazing. Then in January, we got a phone call that our house in Idaho, while it was on the market, flooded. It had a flood. And before the realtor found out what was going on, they pumped out something like 55,000 gallons of water out of our house. It was a complete nightmare. And we were trying to deal with that from Virginia in Idaho. And my husband is a construction project manager. My ex husband was. And he told me not to worry about anything. He would take care of all of the things that were involved with that. So fast forward to February, and my daughter still is just really hostile towards me. I can't, my husband is starting to become distant. They are constantly just like at the dinner table laughing with each other, but
That
I'm
is
trying to
very
get a
misleading. I
conversation
didn't like
like
that
people
because that's what made me watch, to be honest.
they were always talking about their job and laughing together. And it was like
If it
this
weren't
real
for that
buddy buddy
title, I
thing,
wouldn't
but
have
I
watched.
wasn't included. So I had been asking my husband several times to please stop talking to my daughter about our marriage. He was basically using her to confide in for all of our problems. And because she had issues with me and wanted me to do things that I refused to do for her, as far as my life goes.
Now, see that right there, the husband talking to the daughter about their problems. When I first watched this, I thought, well, damn, that's shitty. But then the more I looked into it, the further I got down the rabbit hole, I think maybe what it was is the husband and the daughter, I guess, my opinion, maybe at some point they realized they had similar issues with her, and that's what they talked about. I don't think it's how she's making it out to be at all.
You know, the two of them were at work during the day, they were texting each other, then were at work together during the day, could be talking about planning. Come to find out, they've been, for months before I even knew about this. I found out about this after the fact, that both of them had been smearing my name to my family, to my father, to my brothers, to my best friend, to
No,
people
but
around
they're not
town.
together. From what I understood from the daughter's TikTok page, she's still with the boyfriend that the mama was just talking about.
Telling them that I was lazy, that I refused to get a job, that I maxed out all of his credit cards and I got him in all this financial debt and I'm addicted to drugs and all of this shit. The two of them were doing unbeknownst to me for months before I found out about it. So in February, I'm just going along with life thinking, okay, well, my marriage is stressful, but it's because we're living in this environment. I kept telling my husband, we need to get out of here. We need to find a place to live. We were living on a tiny little island. There was no housing. Everything that we looked at, he kept telling me, no, we were looking at houses. This whole time we were looking at houses.
Here's the
And then
thing.
Christmas.
If you want to go on the internet, I got I got questions too. If you want to go on the internet and drag your own daughter, which I can't think of one thing my children could ever do to me that would make me talk badly about them privately, much less on the fucking internet. But I feel like she went too far. Like she brought up way too many things, accused them of way too many things because when when you keep talking about all this person did me dirty, yeah, a lot of people can do an innocent person dirty, but in this scenario, she's not admit it's kind of like Danny and Gabby. She's not admitting to any fault whatsoever. I think the thing about the credit cards, I think the beginning of her story where he wanted to harm himself because they were in so much debt and he maxed out all the credit cards. I think she made that up. I think maybe she did max out the credit card. Yeah, the common denominator is her.
I have to back this one little step up because at Christmas time, we got into a huge fight going to the airport to pick up his son who was coming to stay with us for Christmas. And on the way there, I told my husband that if he didn't stop speaking to my daughter about our marriage, that I was going to get a divorce. I was setting a hard boundary. And he told me in the car that day that he would not stop speaking to my daughter about our relationship. He
See,
got
I
out
don't
of the
believe
car, went
that.
into the airport.
That
I
just don't
stayed
even make any sense. Like that, I'm not saying people can't be weird and childish, but I envision that exchange in my head, and I'm like, her saying, "If you don't stop talking to my daughter about our marriage, I'm gonna divorce you," and the husband going, "Well, I ain't gonna." It just sounds silly to me.
car because I was so mad at him.
Grandma, this is the
He and
woman
me
I was talking about in the TikTok live earlier. She did like this 4 or 5 part series claiming that her daughter and her ex-husband have done all these horrible things to her and implying that they were in a relationship together.
and
Does anybody know the husband's TikTok account? I found the daughter, but I haven't found the husband.
just threatened him with divorce.
And apparently his
The two of them
content
were talking
is about
about
being
it,
married
and
to a
that
narcissist.
never happened. I made the decision right then and there that I, I mean, I still was giving him chances, even though I told him the boundary was set, which was on me. So, of course, this behavior is going to continue. So, February rolls around, and the two of them have to go on a 5 day work trip to Las Vegas. And her boyfriend and I stay behind at the house. And for 5 days, the two of them go with their boss and, a couple other people to this convention.
She does look a little kooky.
And
A lot.
when they come home from that trip, my daughter is refusing to speak to me, will not speak one word to me.
Right,
She
Nookie?
comes home from the airport with him, walks in, doesn't even say hello to me. I was washing the dishes. I'll never forget it. She walked right by me, went upstairs, didn't say anything to me, and then just went on a silent treatment, like from here on out.
If my adult daughter came home from a trip after being gone for 5 days and we were living in the same house and she didn't speak to me, didn't say, hey, bye, kiss my ass, nothing, I think that I would have a conversation with my daughter to find out what it is she was upset about. Not immediately be all in my feelings like, how dare she? I would feel bad if I had done something to my daughter unknowingly that made her feel so bad she didn't even want to talk to me. But
This
I
is the
guess we're
point.
just different people.
March, she still isn't speaking to me. And I can't understand why. My husband is growing
Right,
extremely
Nicole?
distant. He's siding with her. He's telling me that I need to just conform, just do what she wants so she'll stop treating you this way. There was nothing I was going to do that was ever going to satisfy her and start treating me
Oh,
right.
really, ham frame?
So I tell him I'm going to go back to Idaho and I'm going to stay at our house for a couple weeks because they're doing all the renovation from the flood and everything. And we got an offer on our house and we were supposed to close on April 24th.
Oh, you got an offer on the house while it was getting being renovated after a flood? I didn't catch that the first time around. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible. I just don't know how likely of a scenario that is.
And I'm going to go back to the house for 2 weeks. It's too stressful living in this environment.
Oh,
I'll sleep on the mattress on
really?
the floor and make sure my house is ready for the new homeowners when the time comes.
See, you know what? That makes sense to me that she spent all the money and wouldn't work because she started it. People give themselves up all the time and they don't even know it. Hey, donkey, she started this whole saga. What was the first thing she told us about the husband? That they were in bed one night and he wanted to harm himself because he had maxed out all their credit cards and they were in debt up to their eyeballs. See, that's telling. That must be like one of the main things she caught shit for that bothers her the most. Because that was the first bit of information she put in this story.
Fly out
Where the hell
to
is my blanket?
Idaho a couple days before we get ready to
Legs are cold.
work, and then we'll get our stuff and drive back to Virginia. So in the meantime, I've got a realtor. We're looking at homes. We're looking to buy property.
Really
And
awesome. I need to see the daddy and the daughter
in these different houses, and
content.
he's telling me he really wants to build because he works for a custom home builder. So then we started looking for property, and so we're doing this like every single day. So he's been in
Right, Mama Cub?
out of
Exactly.
So
She's
in
living
health
in a. I
insurance, and he
mean,
tells
there ain't
me
nothing
he's got
wrong with living in
an
camper.
appointment he needs to get a
Hell, I'm gonna be honest. This
50,
would love nothing more than
needs
to
to get
road trip like that.
doctor. So I'm like, okay, great. So he calls, makes an appointment.
She does have
do
pretty hair.
all the
She
testing,
does.
whatever. And then I guess like a couple days later, I get a text message on my
She
phone.
did, Vasa.
Pharmacy in town.
Oh my God.
And it says my husband's name, and it says you have a prescription ready. And
Okay,
I used to
stop. This really didn't make no sense to me. So you had something filled at this pharmacy previously. And so when your husband went to the doctor and the doctor sent a prescription to the pharmacy for your husband, they sent the information to your phone, they text your phone. If your husband was trying to get the little blue pill from his doctor, ma'am, he would make sure it was his phone number with the pharmacy, not you.
I've worked in pharmacy my whole life, so I know how pharmacies operate. When I was at my
And I love how
daughter's
she just threw that tidbit in there. I mean, I worked in pharmacy. Look, people go too far trying to convince you their story is true. So now that makes sense, Victoria. That makes sense. But her story don't make any sense. Like, especially if the husband went to the doctor to get the little blue pill. I think the story about the doctor is bullshit. I've used the pharmacy my whole life, Anne. But is it set up that way, Tina? Because her story is she don't know how that happened. She don't know how she got the text messages from the pharmacy about her husband's prescription. She goes, I guess, even though we worked in pharmacy our whole lives and we know how it works, see, here we go. Again, she's telling too much. I've worked in pharmacy my whole life, so I know how it works. But yet you don't know why your husband's prescription notification came to your phone number? Well, didn't you work in pharmacy your whole life? Shouldn't you know?
in August, I got some migraine medication filled at that
Right?
pharmacy.
Some,
Yes,
like
they got
Jacob.
prescription.
Jacob has my CVS login on his phone because he goes to pick up my medicine a lot for me. But the text messages only come to my number. Yeah, it's a text.
For him, they
Not a
had my
pharmacy
phone number.
thing.
So they put my phone number in as his phone number. So I got the text notification that he had a prescription ready. So when I got home that day, I said, hey, I got a text that you had a prescription ready. And I said, I thought you said that everything went great and that you didn't need any testing or whatever. And he's like, oh, well, I don't know what they called in for me. And I said, what do you mean they don't know what they called in for you? That's not how it works. The doctor asks you if you want a prescription. They ask you what pharmacy you use. They ask you if you know the phone number. They tell you they're going to fax the prescription over, they're going to call it in or email it or whatever, and then they let you know that it's going to be at the pharmacy ready for you to pick up. So what do you mean you don't know he called something in for you? And he goes, well, I don't know, I'll have to call and find out, I'll have to call the pharmacy. And I said, okay. So I waited for like a day, and then the next day I said to him, I said, hey, what did you call the pharmacy and figure out what was going on? And he goes, yeah, he it turns out he called in a you know little blue pill prescription for my husband.
Now look,
And I said,
so the husband told you that? So the husband, if we believe her, the husband's having an affair, can't keep it up or get it up, goes to the doctor to get the little blue pill, but he managed to set it all up where his wife would find out about it, and then he told her that's what he asked for. Uh, right, Possum? Ma'am, you should have rehearsed this. Maybe she really is a narcissist because when I first found out that the husband does content on being married to a narcissist, I thought, well, she seems a little kooky, but I know narcissistic parents. I'm an expert in narcissistic parents. But I thought maybe I don't know my train of thought. I looked out the front door and there went my fucking train of thought. Oh wait, I thought that I didn't think she was narcissistic. I thought she was just a little kooky. But now watching these again, I'm picking up on stuff I didn't pick up on. When I first watched these videos yesterday, I was glued to the phone. Just tell me more. Tell me what did he do next? Oh my God, what did she do? And then I found the daughter's page and I started seeing more comments about the mom. And I'm like, okay.
Why did he do that? Because we hadn't been
That's
having
what they're
sex
saying.
since we
It's
were living in
nuts.
my daughter's house. And I said, who is that for? What do you mean you've never had a problem with that before? What is this? And he goes, oh, well, I mean, I
Right,
did
Nicole?
ask for it because I just got it. I got it to make me feel better. I said, to make you feel better with who?
This fucking blue pill story don't make any kind of sense.
So who is the prescription for? Husband? At this point, I point blank asked him if there was something going on between him and my daughter because she
I
was
remember that awesome. I didn't watch all of it, but I do
they're
remember it.
the same. They're
Was
going
that
to
woman
work together
lying
at
too?
the same place. They're taking trips together.
Mhm.
She's not speaking to me. He's not speaking to me. He's telling me he's refusing to stop involving my daughter, who's 28, and not his child, in our marriage while we're living in her house.
I watched some of it, but I didn't watch all of it.
And so, of course, everything that they're communicating, I'm the bad guy in the situation.
And every other video on my For You page was other people talking about it.
Two of them are just feeding off of each other. And then her poor boyfriend, he doesn't know what to do. I can tell that he feels so sorry for me, but he can't.
Oh, do they, Stephanie? I didn't know that.
So it's like all these miserable people living in this house, you know. So I'm like, I got to get out of here.
So wait,
Yeah.
everybody else was miserable, but you were the only one that wasn't miserable? I was hoping for a Netflix series.
Now this is going to go to a part 3. All right, so here we go with part 3. So at this point, it's March and I'm ready to bounce. I've got to get out of this toxic environment. I'm going to go back to my house and make sure everything is copacetic with my home at the sale of my property. So I drive myself back to Idaho,
Right,
stay there
and
for 2
friend.
weeks, getting all my stuff ready. Meanwhile, I'm thinking that my husband and I are going to buy some property.
I didn't know that, Stephanie. That's interesting.
I am still like hoping that my marriage is going to survive this move and this situation with my daughter. And I'm thinking that maybe I can salvage my marriage if I get out from under her roof.
Ma'am, it didn't sound like you wanted to be married to it. Why are we trying to salvage it?
So I get back to Idaho. I'm doing all this stuff with my house. I'm making sure that my brother's company is doing all the things that they're supposed to be doing and that my house is prepared and ready for the new owner.
Right, Marie?
And so 4 days before we're supposed to close on my house, my husband flies into
Yeah.
Boise, and I go to pick him up at the airport. And it was like 1:30 in the morning when his flight arrives. And I am so happy to see him. I'm so excited to see him because
Really?
like, oh my God, I finally have my husband here without my daughter around. We're going to be in our house. Like we can finally have some alone time. And so we get back
Right,
home. Of
me?
course, we're like intimate because we haven't seen each other for 2 weeks. Plus, we hadn't been being intimate because we were living with her.
But you were
And
excited to
so
see him.
then the next day we get up, we're doing all the things. We go do some shopping, we have some lunch, we go to dinner, we're talking to the realtor about property. And then I'm thinking, okay, I can save this. I can save this marriage, right? Things are looking good. That night, second night, we're intimate again. We're really like things are going really great. And then third night,
I thought the same fucking thing. When I was watching these yesterday, this is a woman who claims that her ex-husband and her daughter, his stepdaughter, turned on her and just destroyed her life. And she's just an innocent victim. This story is going viral on TikTok right now.
We intimate again. We're getting ready to go to sleep. We got to wake up in the morning to go sign the closing on our house at noon at the title company. And so I think it was a Friday or a Thursday. I can't remember. But anyway, so
You know, another sign that somebody's lying is providing too many details. Liars do that because they think if they provide more information and say more words, it makes their story more believable. And she's throwing in all kinds of odds and ends that add like 10 whole minutes to every 10-minute video.
that, and mind you, that night before that, I had
I
been
agree,
talking to a
Possum.
realtor. He sent me another home listing that she thought we might like.
She won't say for certain, Aaron. She just heavily implies it.
So then the next morning, the morning of the closing, it's like 6:15, and my husband and I are laying in bed, and I
But
woke
according to
up
the
and I
daughter,
felt
no.
him like staring at me. And I woke up and I like went like this, because he was like literally up on his fist like this, laying in bed, just looking at me.
She said they were living on an island. So I don't. Do you know where that's at?
And I said, "What are you doing? What's going on? What's wrong? Why are you just staring at me?" And he goes, "Do you remember when we first started dating, how we used to
This
just
didn't
lay on
make
the
no kind of
case and we
sense.
would cuddle and stuff? Wasn't that just the best time?" And I said, "Yeah, that was a pretty amazing time." He goes, "I wish
Maybe.
we could go back to that."
Couldn't say.
And I said, "Yeah, well, we can't. We're older. It's been almost 10 years since that."
Hold on. This got me. What do you mean? Your husband says, "Do you remember when we used to cuddle and blah 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 blah?" And you say, and he says, "I wish we could go back to that." And your response is, "Well, we can't. We're older." Is there a cutoff for cuddling? Like, this is news to me. Do I have to tell my husband we can't cuddle anymore once we reach a certain age? And if so, what is the age?
So then he
I'm
looks
good.
at me
You're
and he
safe.
goes, "I have to tell you
You're safe
something."
from the TikTok nut job.
And mind you, it's 6:15 in the morning. And I said, "What?" And
Right,
he goes, "I talked to a lawyer."
Angel? Me too.
I said, "About what?" And he said, "A divorce." And I said, "What do you mean?"
Her eyes don't even water. What?
We'd just been looking at houses. We were
They're a special kind of something.
just been intimate for 2 or whatever, 3 nights. Like, you were just telling me how amazing that everything was going to be.
Ma'am, you don't know me and you don't know the twins. I have watched them two women fake cry enough to know when somebody is trying to fool me. Mimi, is that your sister?
I just looked right at him and I said, "Have you told my daughter this?"
Why is that your
And
first
he just looked at me.
response?
And I said, "Did you tell my daughter
We are
that you saw
experts in
Lola?"
dehydrated crying, ma'am.
And yes, he told my daughter several weeks before that he had gotten an attorney about a divorce. And
What are you wiping?
so, yeah, she knew about it before I did. And I still
Because I
didn't
didn't
know the
see nothing.
extent of their relationship, and I still don't. And I'm never going to say that something sexual happened because I can't prove that. All I know is what happened to me and what it looks like. Whether they had a sexual relationship or not, they had an emotional relationship. They worked together to smear me,
Hey,
to
Laura,
ruin me, to isolate me, to triangulate me, to smear my name,
what does she mean by
not only to my
triangulate?
friends and family,
A
but to
gang
my
up on her?
clients, to people around town. They ruined my ability to work.
That right? Cynthia?
They got me put in a mental hospital when I started telling my story.
Ma'am, it might have been
And
warranted.
every single thing that they said to the authorities was based off of my TikTok videos. It wasn't based off any interaction with me whatsoever. So, no, I don't know
Right here for the
if
phone.
they were sexual with each other. And I'll never know that. And I never want to know that. But you better know right now that there isn't a day that goes by that
Hey,
thought
Barbie.
isn't in my head.
I
Not
know.
one.
The way she talks about her daughter
You
is
believe?
gross.
Good. Go do that. Guess what? She has a platform. You should go to her platform and you should ask her for her side of the story.
Wait, he's watching
Ask
what?
her to tell her side.
Do you mean Five Nights at Freddy's? Because I got a story about that movie that I've never told y'all. That movie is not welcome in my house anymore. Y'all want chills? Let me a commercial break from this weirdo. The night before Bella died, because my kids they've known about Five Nights at Freddy's for years. There's streamers that they've always watched that play it. One of Kelly's favorite streamers is Markiplier. Um, and so and they filmed the movie here on the West Bank. I don't know if y'all knew that. Out in Gretna, Chalmette, da 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 da. Anyway, so the night before Bella died, we all watched it together. Wake up the next morning, Bella dies. Fast forward to January of this year. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 comes out. Keep in mind, both times my husband was home. And for those of you that might be new to me, my husband works 2 weeks and he's home 2 weeks. He was home both times. We watched Five Nights at Freddy's 2. The next day, Jacob's dog dies. It happened the same way with both movies. We will not be watching the third movie. So that goes without saying. We will, and look, the weird thing is, we have, because the way we deal with hard stuff is humor. All of us do. Um, and so once the kids knew, and once I was at a point where I could deal with Bella's death with humor, we made jokes about the fact that we watched Five Nights at Freddy's and then the next day Bella died. We've made those jokes for 2 years. And then January 9th, 2025, 2026, the day after we all watched Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Thea died. And he may be too young for it, Marie. It's really scary.
Story. And he has a platform too. One dedicated to being the ex husband of a covert narcissist, where all he does is post videos
Really?
about living with a narcissistic partner.
Right?
Oh,
If you got an
you want
older
to
kid,
my daughter, you
recommend it.
to do that all day long and all night. Meanwhile, I'll be over here living my existence.
Right, Bonson?
Because after I woke up with the realization that my husband wants a divorce, I also
No, it's
realized
not,
I can
Stephanie.
drive 4 days
Much
back
to
to
my
Virginia with
chagrin,
this
it
man
is not.
because I don't have anywhere to live. And all my things, half my things are in Virginia. He apparently had found us an apartment that we were going to move into when we got back.
Why would he have done that? If he was,
So I'm in mind right
ma'am, you said that when y'all went back to Idaho and got all lovey dovey and did the nasty and all that, the next morning you woke up to him staring at you and he told you, "Man, I wish we could cuddle, but I'm getting a divorce. I talked to a lawyer weeks ago." But he was gonna move y'all into an apartment together? Huh?
back to Virginia to still continue to try to make this marriage work with this man.
How's
We
that
get to
possible?
Nebraska. We're driving separate cars. 'Cause we had
Right.
a car, we had a U-Haul, and then I had, my truck. I had to drive my truck. So we had to drive separate
Stay
things. There's no way I would have survived that. But we get to Nebraska, and I had an absolute nervous breakdown.
Stay
I
away
realized
from
halfway
Virginia.
back there that there's no way my marriage is going to survive this. And I pulled over in a gas station and I cried for 4 hours in the parking lot while he sat in the car behind me on his phone.
Ma'am. So you mean your husband that was waiting to get back to Virginia to divorce you sat in a parking lot while you sat there for 4 hours crying? Does divorce mean something different in that part of the world? And how do you know it was 4 hours? If you are so distraught that you are crying for such a significant length of time, I don't think you're timing it.
He couldn't even be bothered to come in and talk about it, to tell me
Right?
what
Look,
was
you
going on, to tell me why he wanted a divorce, to tell me
Mark
what's
say
going
from
on with
Virginia,
my
he can't, girl.
to tell me why he refused to stop having a relationship with my daughter, to stop communicating with my daughter about me and my marriage, to stop trying to ruin my name with my daughter to my friends and my family. I was still willing to try to make it work with this man. Can you believe this shit? So we get back to Virginia. My daughter was in Louisiana. She'd flown down to
Uh-uh.
her friend's
Don't you
graduation.
come down
She
here
wasn't
late.
there.
Uh-uh.
We got back on a Monday, I think.
Your daughter can come
And
down here, not you.
he and I were moving our stuff out of her place into an apartment 1 block away. And it was taking forever because we were doing it by hand because we were walking.
Ma'am, this don't make any sense. Right, Marie? This don't make any sense. So your husband wants a divorce, but moves into an apartment with you. Did you get your timeline all mixed up?
Go to part 4. All right, so here you go.
Yeah, because you say 500 words when 50 will do.
So part 4, when my daughter finally does
That's
come
my
back,
hair clip.
we're walking back and forth to get our things, and I get to her house to go up and get another box out of my office, and she's standing at the door, and she
Come on down
slams
here,
the door
Montavo. We'll go explore
outside
together.
and asks me, "What are you doing?"
There's lots of
I said,
spookiness.
"I'm getting my things out of your house. It's obvious you don't want me here."
I don't know,
My husband and I are
Megan.
gonna
I'm
go
not sure.
to the
She says they sold their house in
suburbs,
Idaho
whatever.
for five thousand
She goes, "You're not
fifty three thousand nine 63,964.
you're not welcome in my house."
Amen, Possum.
We've been living there. She refused to give me a lease to prove that we were legal residents. We couldn't get driver's licenses or bank accounts.
You don't need a lease for that, do you? Anyway, you were family living with family. Why are you trying to vilify her because she didn't give you a lease? The daughter went to Louisiana for a wedding. Is that what she said? No, graduation. A friend was graduating. Now, see, that's why I always tell y'all can bet I am telling the truth because I am way too forgetful to keep up with a lie. Y'all would catch me in point 0.8 seconds if I got on this app and tried to lie about anything. If I get something wrong, if I say something that's not the way it happened, it's because I forgot. And sometimes somebody can remind me and I'll remember it. Be like, don't you remember da 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 da? And sometimes a light bulb goes off and sometimes it just stays dark.
We weren't legal residents there.
You
She
gotta
never
have a
even gave us
perfect memory to lie this much.
So basically, she held all my things hostage and locked me out. And the last thing I said to her was, "You
Okay, I thought
this."
maybe you could. Well, see, I
Stop.
don't have a lease, so
And my
that's why
dad spoke
I didn't.
into
I wasn't
the
thinking about it.
She held all of my things
I thought
hostage.
maybe you
She
could
told
use a
me that
bill or something like that.
to get my business things, my art supplies, my whole business studio was my husband. He could come in.
Really, Victoria?
He could come in and get my things, but I couldn't. So, on top of him working a full 60-hour-a-week job, now it's his responsibility to take care of my business because she's going to decide what our life looks like.
She was deciding what your business looked like.
So
if that even happened.
I
Not the
got to
whole
the
life.
apartment, telling myself we're going to live in this little 900 square foot cockroach infested apartment after
What's the best memory?
house. I know. This is
Right,
what happened. My daughter and my husband have
That
created
dog
this
was like, I want to be able to kick you the fuck out when I'm
and
ready.
neither one of them can get away from it.
Right, Cubby, it
So
don't make no damn sense.
2 days in the apartment with my husband, I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to be with you anymore. You got to.
So you went through all of that trouble to move your things from your daughter's house to the apartment a block away by hand without use of a moving truck or anything of the sort. But you only stayed there 2 days. Even though this man also already told you back in Idaho he was divorcing your ass and talked to a lawyer weeks prior to that. Okay. Sure.
Got an attorney, you saw an attorney, call the attorney and tell them to go ahead and send me the paperwork. We'll split the proceeds of the sale of our house, which we did. The real estate company gave us each half of a check for $155,000 each. I didn't at that time even know the extent.
What? Hold up. Keep in mind now, I ain't never been a homeowner, but the math ain't mathing. At the beginning of this 8-hour saga, she said, and she's gonna bring it up again. She said that her mama put $251,000 down on the house, and they put in 38,000. Am I missing something? She said it's a $500,000 house, but when it's sold, y'all only got $310,000. Huh?
Out after. At the time when I signed the paperwork and we split the money, I didn't know any of this. I found
Well,
out
she
so many
said that
things.
mama was still alive and sold her house and gave her the proceeds. I don't think maybe she hasn't said that yet. But she said her mama gave her the money toward the house because she knew she was going to have to take care of her or something. Maybe we ain't got to that part yet. Oopsie. Yeah, no, the math ain't math.
Since we split the money that I can't even talk to you guys about. I tell
Wait,
my
this
husband
just said I
take
just got a
17.
lady zip it. I just got an Instagram notification that says now maybe they're just filming it in different cities. American Horror Story season 13 set to begin filming in New York City today. Production is expected to wrap on July 22nd. Damn it, are they not filming it here? Do you know how upset that fucking makes me? Just break my heart, FX. Just Ryan Murphy, just break my heart, okay? I was looking forward to a summer of stalking filming locations, but fine, just ruin all my fun. Damn. Was that one of them little tiny spiders?
Both things were in his name.
I am
But we
too
were married,
hampered.
so they were still property. He had a work truck, so he told me I could take the one truck that we had and the camper, and I was going to go live in the camper on the camper.
He was so awful, but he gave you his truck.
I still didn't have steady income.
American Horror Story, the next season, season 13 of American Horror Story, they're bringing back the Coven storyline.
A place if I wanted to financially at that time. So,
all right, Megan.
I take the truck and I take the camper and we take it over to the campground. He helps me get it all set up. We both agree that this marriage isn't working. We're going to go our separate ways. It was very amicable. I decided I was going to buy my own truck because I needed something bigger for me. So I went and did that. I returned his truck and trailer to him with a very nice note with the keys telling him where his things were parked and that I hope he finds what he's looking for. And I wish him the best.
Right, Montalvo. I'm
And
so disappointed.
I lived in this camper, the first one, when I started this journey.
Deal, Laura. I'm gonna pack my bags.
Around my birthday, May 27th. Still to this day, it's been almost a year. The
I do
end of
too.
this month will be a year. My daughter has not reached out to me one time, has never spoken to me. In fact, started trolling me and harassing me and stalking me on my TikTok videos, which I have proof of. And then, so
Ma'am, how do you have proof that she was trolling you unless she commented? Right? Don't nothing make no sense. Nothing.
up for a wellness retreat in Oregon in July. From May to July, I sat in this camper and cried myself to sleep every fucking
Right? It's not illegal to troll. A lot of us would
because
be in
neither one
trouble.
of the two of them reached out to me, which to me, all it did was cement what I was feeling inside. And oh, by the way,
I see her being the one to troll more than I do the dog.
we had an agreement set up with our animals, and I went to return my animals to his apartment. He wasn't home. He was at my daughter's house.
Well, that ain't none of your business no more, ma'am.
So even though I had moved out, we were getting a divorce. He was still communicating and having a relationship with her. So I
Okay.
just washed my hands of it and said, "Well, I guess this is what it's going to be. I'm going to get a divorce. I don't know what's going to happen with them. They're going to do whatever they're going to do. I don't care. I don't want to know about it. I already have bad nightmares and visions in my mind of what I envision went on, but I'll never be able to prove it. And or maybe one day I'll find out. I don't know.
Right, Possum?
So fast forward to July, and I decided I was going to leave my camper in Virginia and I was going to drive
Right,
to
Megan?
Oregon to the wellness retreat. And then I was going to spend
Upset too,
going
Beans.
to all the places on my bucket list to try to heal from this. And I did that alone. For 9 weeks, I slept in the back of my truck and I drove through 17 states and put 7,000 miles on my truck and did my best to forget the both of them.
Well, clearly it didn't work.
And then when I got back to Virginia to sign my paperwork, I had to go over to my storage unit where all my things were from our life
It is.
together
It definitely
and
is.
clean it out because he left me with that responsibility. As men do. They just pick up and go start a new life somewhere and leave you.
Ma'am, not all women, I mean, not all men are. See, this is what. Are there things about men that can be aggravating? Yes. But if you are a mother to sons, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm weird. I don't like to partake in the, oh my God, men. Oh my God. It when it's like really negative. Joking, that's fine. But the reason I don't like it, like painting men with the same brush, because I have two sons and I don't like them being painted with that brush because they're good men. And maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm a weirdo. I don't like it. Like the funny stuff, yes, but like her saying that, as men do. Men usually leave all the women with the responsibility and cleaning up their messes and blah, 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 blah. I don't like that. That's just me.
They're bullshit. And when I got in that storage unit, I was so angry when I started looking at all the family pictures, all the years that I wasted on a man who did nothing
You know, right?
me and ruined my relationship with everybody that I care about, including my children. And I destroyed everything in that storage unit. I recorded it and I made a TikTok video. And my daughter, believe it or not, was the first one to call the police.
Why would we not believe
Because see,
that?
she'd been stalking me. You know, they'd both been viewing my videos all summer. So she was the first one to call the police, and then he called the police. And then the police showed up at my camper to tell me that they were
But
arresting
the
me.
daughter, she about to tell something that really don't make no sense. But the daughter, why would the daughter call the police because you damaged things in a storage unit that didn't belong to her? The police would have told the daughter that some that she wouldn't be they'd have to have a report from someone who owned the storage unit or partially rented it or whatever with somebody with her. But just wait. Wait till you hear what she claims. Thank you, Marie. What she claims the cops told her.
And but they weren't going to take me to jail because it was a
I
civil
agree. I'll look.
matter, not a criminal matter. And the sheriff told me that he urged my husband not to press charges because the case would get thrown out. But
Let me
he didn't.
scroll and see if I can
He
find
wanted
it
me
while this is
arrested.
playing.
So the police showed up at my camper that night at like, I don't even know what time it was, 9 o'clock or something, and told me that they weren't going to arrest
Y'all
me. That
can't
they
make this shit up. I open my iPad and open up TikTok. She's the first thing that popped up. You can't make this shit up.
I needed to show up for court, which I said, okay, great. And then I made a TikTok video about how I didn't get arrested. And when I did that, my husband and my daughter decided that it'd be fun to go to the magistrate's office and complain and file a complaint that I'm a danger to myself and to society and to them, and that they think I need a mental health evaluation. That was at like 10:30 at night. So the next day, it was a Thursday afternoon. I'm sitting in my camper, just minding my own business. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I get a knock at the door, and it's two sheriffs. They tell me that they're here to take me to the hospital for a mental health evaluation, and that if I don't go with them, I'm going to go to jail. So now I'm close to a part 5, which I can't even believe this, but this
So
is the
they
story, you
weren't going
guys.
to take you to jail for destruction of property, but they were going to take you to jail for, okay.
And now I still have like 8
Sure.
months to go of shit to tell you after the mental hospital. But this is the last 12 months of my life. I mean, it's going to be a Netflix movie, okay? It just is. So part 4,
And then
well,
this was the next video that she posted before she did part 5.
well, I was going to post part 5 this morning, but I woke up to a whole bunch of screenshots that my daughter and my ex-husband are posting about this story because they can't hide the secret anymore. So, I mean, I knew they were going to talk, but I had no idea that they were going to bury themselves into a hole that they're never going to get out of. In their own words, they typed these things out.
The way y'all look at that expression on her face, the eyes, the sinister smile, the grin. Like, ma'am, you should not enjoy speaking about your daughter like this. This is fucked up. This situation with your daughter should have you devastated. Not making TikTok videos where you look like you are thoroughly enjoying attacking your own daughter. Sadistic, exactly. And you know what gave me chills about this video? Because of her expression. This is how my daddy would look when he would talk to me about how worthless I am and all the insults he would hurl at me, telling me I'm not good enough and all the hateful shit he would say. That is exactly how that motherfucker's face would look. Every fucking time.
On the internet. And what's really wild to me is this whole experience, this whole year, I have been creating these videos, talking about my divorce, but never really saying the whole story because of the fact that my daughter's involved and I didn't really know how to handle it. You guys, I got a lot of questions about the $251,000 down payment on the house. So let me just really quickly tell you about that. I am going to re record part 5 about the mental hospital and what happened from that. But if you guys want to watch that, there's a whole playlist under arrest and mental hospital, and you can see exactly what happened during that mental hospital situation. It's at the top of my page. But my mom got COVID in 2020 when it very first came out, and she never recovered. And she came to visit me, got COVID, and ended up never going back home. She was too sick.
I'm trying to find that storage unit video.
That was paid for. She got $251,000 from the sale of her house. And she gave me all of that money to put down on the house that the three of us bought together. And it was the house that she wanted too. And she was putting down the majority of the money because I had to take care of her. I stayed at home and took care of my mom. I was her nurse for 9 months in our house. He worked every day. He wasn't close with my mom. He wasn't home with my mom every day. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. My mom would absolutely lose her shit, and she is losing her shit in the spirit world, knowing that this man took my inheritance. So when we sold the house and he told me he wanted a divorce that morning, I had no other choice but to have the real estate company split the profits, because otherwise the check was going to go to him for the whole amount and I was going to have to fight him in divorce court. So I agreed to give him half of the proceeds of the house, which was $155,000 each. The agreement was he was going to pay off the credit card debt. We had to pay off the home equity line of credit of $50,000, so that came out of my inheritance too. And I have no fucking idea what he charged on that. And I still don't, because the bank refuses to give me access to the fucking account. And that's by design. He did that on purpose.
Well, shame on him. He is queen. I'll be right back.
So I had every
Find the
right
blanket. I can't find the
to
storage unit video.
there, and we're trying to get access to the records.
Right, I was
Like
looking
given.
through the video.
So
My blanket go on.
my mom put down all the money she had to buy a home with her daughter because she knew that I was going to take care of her until the day she died. And that's exactly what I did. And my mom made sure that the portion of the money from the house that she put in was my inheritance. We paid $5,000 or $2,000, something like that, to get an estate attorney to change all the paperwork to make sure that the $251,000 portion was mine. And in Virginia, inheritance property is not separate marital property, but it is in Idaho. And that's why he pushed my divorce through in Virginia, because he knew that if I divorced him in Idaho, he'd have to give me that fucking money back. And so he is going to give me that money back in the form of a civil lawsuit.
Be right back, y'all.
I know how much money he's going to have to pay me because I can prove organized stalking for my daughter. And yes, I have the receipts. So I'm going to let them continue to tell all of their things. You guys keep sending me the screenshots because it's really just adding fuel to an already huge bonfire. And the thing that's crazy is they have no idea what I know. They have zero idea what I know. And the crazy thing is, there's a whole bunch of people involved in this, whole bunch of people with their dirty little fingers who took money, who did things that they shouldn't have been doing. So, part 5 story time, I guess I would re record later so that I can address all of the things that they've been saying about me in videos. Or maybe I won't. I'll just tell the story of what happened to me because that's what I've been doing this whole time. And it's wild because I have them both blocked. You know, people are tagging them in the comments. People are sending the screenshots. I don't search them out. I don't try to go see what they're saying because I don't fucking care. I know my truth. I know what happened to me, and I know who did it. And so you guys aren't going to shut me up, unfortunately.
Back. Hey, Picklicious.
Fighting bully group.
I have to plug up my pad to stay warm.
Right.
My blanket's in the fire.
New. I appreciate you guys being here. And if you have more questions, let me know.
Lady, I went and restarted the dryer and peed, and you still talking?
Money, because this is another question that came up a lot. I blew my half. I love that. I had to move into a camper that didn't belong to me
I
on
believe that.
name on paperwork.
I really
His
did.
truck was in his name. But any
I
moment
don't
he could
think
have come
she
and taken the camper,
decided
taken
to
the
live
truck
in a
away.
camper. I think that's all.
Would not do anything about it. And oh, by the way, he did that to me frequently. When he would get mad at me, he would take the keys to the only truck that we had, which wouldn't allow me to go do my job during the day.
He wanted you to work. That don't make no sense.
So
So y'all were up to your eyeballs in debt, but he would do things that would hinder your working. Okay.
$1,000 RV to live in and a $50,000 truck to pull it. I don't have a truck payment. I don't have a house payment. And that's how I've been living. And I love it. The rest of
It
the
don't
money
seem
I
to.
used to live my best life because I deserve it. I took my money and I went cross country and I did all the things because guess what? I could be not be here tomorrow. So what's the purpose in holding on to all that money? And all of you people out there saying that I don't work and I beg for donations, that's ridiculous. I have a job, but I'm not going to tell you fuckers about it because they're out here stalking me, trying to find out every single thing about my life so they can destroy it. I made that mistake already.
It's a really nice camper.
So anyway, hope you guys have the best day. And sorry I talk so slow.
Shit.
Long
My bad.
story, but if you don't want to be here, there's the door. Use it. Okay. I'm not making these videos for you. I'm making them for me. Oh, and husband and daughter, please keep talking. Please keep talking.
See, lady,
Well,
that shit gives me chills. That's exactly how my daddy would look when he would say nasty shit to me. You should not be talking to your daughter like that. The husband, fine, whatever, fuck him. But your daughter, right, Wolf? Is she the twins' aunt? Yeah, this is like somebody was saying, Aaron, this is a glimpse into your future. Right, yeah. I know part 5.
you guys are like a wild pack of rabid dogs. What about this? What about that? What about this?
Okay, ma'am, she is she's the real Mimi of the twins. Gotta be. Because how you gonna put all your business out on the internet like that, true story or not, and then you gonna bitch when people have questions? You gonna bitch when you tell this wild ass story and that don't you say things that don't make no sense and don't add up. You're going to point out that your ex-husband and your daughter, whom you are talking about, both have platforms on TikTok, but you're going to get mad when people ask questions. That's not how this works. This is a woman that is going viral right now on TikTok. She claims that her husband and her 28-year-old daughter, who the husband was the stepdad of, that you'll have to go find her videos. She's got 4 or 5 part story, and that's what we've been playing was all the parts, and they're like each video is like 10 minutes long. Her story don't add up. The daughter has said she's lying. I've heard that the husband has said so too, but I have not found his account. It's I could not possibly recap it. It is a wild fucking story.
So funny. You're already bitching about how long the videos are and how long it's taking to tell the story. I mean, if I had to go back to the very beginning of everything, I'd bitch about that too, probably. But I wanted you guys to know that I picked up an extra shift at my job today, and so I know you guys are dying for a part 5, and there's been lots more questions since the last couple videos and about the house video that I just posted.
This is her
I'm
account.
gonna try tonight to sit down and look at some of the questions and answer the questions in one or two videos because there are a lot of questions that you guys have. I want you to know that I go to court on April 20th for the
We sure
destruction
did, Possum.
case, which was originally supposed to be heard in September, and it got pushed all the way back till here. I can't really talk about the details of that until after court on Monday,
You're welcome.
but the part 5 is really the catalyst for this whole experience. This part 5 is the mental hospital that the two of them had me put into. And that really was the catalyst for the all of the investigating that I did, all the things that I found out after the fact. And you guys have been asking for receipts. You want receipts. There's so much stuff I can't show you because it's an active investigation, active case. But I will show you my divorce paperwork, and that I have all of my stuff in a secure storage location that's locked up that one other person knows about where it is.
See, I'm inclined, even if even if her story made more sense than it does. When you are posting things like this, I'm inclined to believe your daughter and your ex-husband because this is messy and petty. And while I love a good petty moment, and we can all be a little messy, fun messy is always good. This is not fun messy. This is not fun petty. This is dark. And this again, I feel like I'm extremely repetitive. You should not be talking about or aiming things at your own daughter like this. It is creepy. It's weird. She is a woman scorned. She comes off as a narcissist who finally got told no. That's what I'm getting. I forgot I was going to start watching that earlier, and then I had to go to the salon, and then I found that out about Gabby's receipt. I could have swore I just saw somebody walk up on my porch, but I don't know. I saw something out of the corner of my eye.
I did that specifically in case something happens to me. I take this very seriously because there's so much stuff that I uncovered that I can't even talk to you guys about, but it will come out eventually. And so I'm living very under the radar right now, kind of not really, no, nobody really knows where I'm at. Don't have a permanent address here. I'm living in my RV. Like,
I am his queen. Thank
understand the
you.
severity of the situation, especially now that this has gone as big as it has. So I'm going to go get some documents so that I can show you guys the receipt you're asking for. And they're locked in that storage unit. And we'll just keep telling the story because the mental hospital situation happened at the end of August 29th. And so many things have happened since then. And so there's still a lot more to tell this story, but I wanted at least to get you guys to part 5. And I know you guys all really want part 5. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to get it to you, but I'm trying to keep up with. I just looked at my analytics, 8 million views in the last 7 days and 7,900 comments. You guys, I can't possibly answer all those comments and see them all
Wait,
because
wait, wait.
people are going back.
Because her song choice is wild. And this is aimed at her daughter. Ma'am. No, ma'am. We don't treat our children like this.
Old videos.
What are you barking about?
And old videos are getting new traction again, which is great. So you guys will be able to see that I have been documenting this journey, and I have been being very careful not to reveal people's identities and things like that. And I still am not going to do that because I don't need to do that.
I'm trying to
All I'm
find the
doing is telling
storage
my
unit.
story. This video, I don't care what they're doing, not searching them out, all the things, not doing all that stuff. They outed themselves, and there's lots of screenshots. People have already found the stuff that they've been saying and posted in the comments. And so, I don't need to tag them. I'm not going to add pictures of them. I'm just not going to do any of those things. I'm not.
Ma'am, ma'am, stop it. I'm scrolling through your page right now. Here it is. I'm scrolling through your page right now, and I am seeing the messiest captions, videos, and you want everybody to believe that you draw the line at naming your husband and your daughter? No, I ain't buying it. It comes off to me like you are trying to not be challenged. That's what it sounds like to me. You don't want and for you to think that people could not find them without you naming them shows your naivety, ma'am. This is TikTok. The FBI ain't got shit on a bunch of bitches on the internet trying to find out some shit. Hey, Cajun girl. Hubby and daughter. Yes, the daughter, I found her account. She has over 60,000 followers or something like that. I have not found the ex husband yet. But no, you don't want to put their names out there because you don't want people going to their pages because you were naive enough to think that as long as you withheld that information, nobody would find them. And then you wouldn't have to worry about your bullshit being challenged. It is Hope and Dimples. Melaine, I guess is her name. I don't know how to say it. I'm assuming that's it. Was this live of Tiffany's last night? Was that all about Darlene or what? That's why I was going to watch it because I never understood what it was about.
I want change. At the end of the day, I want change. I
You
want
want
change.
change, but you are staying
Happens
stuck.
too many
Oh,
ways.
you're talking about the legal system.
And the legal system is way too involved in our family lives. And I want justice, what was done to me. I want laws written.
Carol, you have to go watch all of her videos. It's like a four-part series where she is claiming, she tells this wild, long, rambling story about things that her husband, her now ex-husband, and 28-year-old daughter allegedly did to her. It's she is she's lying for starters. When you first watch her videos, like you think, maybe, maybe she's telling the truth. Maybe the daughter, maybe the truth is somewhere in between. But no, watching it back this time around and picking up on a lot of stuff I didn't pick up on yesterday, nah,
I'm going to be fighting for in this next chapter of my life against bullies, against online bullying, stalking, harassment. I mean, I want to shine a light.
Okay, Gabby, dear God, y'all, this is literally future Gabby. Now we're going to fight against online harassment and bullying and cyber stalking. You cannot make this shit up. TikTok is a wild fucking place.
Disturbing place that we've come to as a human society where we create fake accounts to troll people so we can leave nasty comments to try to bait them and stuff like that. Like, why are people doing that? I'm not playing those games.
Ma'am,
We've been
you
very
will never
strategic.
convince me that you don't troll your daughter and your ex-husband. She did
So
get,
tonight when I
she
get home,
said she got put in one last year.
storage unit, pick up those documents,
Yep, this is the third
make
one.
make the video for you guys, and then we'll go from
This
there.
is the big sister.
And I know there's lots of questions about the house video I just posted. You guys, a lot of you don't obviously know how home equity lines of credit work. You get those after you buy a home, okay? Like they're not just a loan. They're for
Lady, even I knew that.
you need a new roof or something like that. They're adjustable rate mortgages, adjustable rate loans, okay? So there's when we bought the house, we put a lot of money down. Our mortgage payment was $960 a month, I think. And my husband couldn't manage our finances with the $960 a month mortgage payment. So he started dipping into the home equity line of credit that we applied for after we've been living in the house for 3 years. We got approved for $50,000 loan. We bought a new air conditioning unit that cost $9,500. And then I bought a $7,000 program for my business. Those were the only two things that I knew were charged on the home equity line of credit.
I think I'm getting close to where the video might be.
Overdrafting his bank account hundreds of dollars every month, and this is documented. And he was using the home equity line of credit as his personal, refill bank. And I had no idea any of this was going on. And when the account was maxed out at $50,000, he couldn't hide it anymore, and he had to tell me. So, I know. Anyway, that's the story. Okay,
Amberly, she reminds me of my bitch.
20th on Monday, I'll be able to share with you guys a little bit more about the story because he's already talking about things, trying to frame me as looking like somebody who's on the run, didn't show up.
Does anybody know the ex-husband's account?
Tell the story after court. So you guys, please be patient with me. This story has taken off into something that I never even dreamed of in a million years.
You
And
are
my phone
absolutely
is
right,
going off
Megan. You hit the nail on the head.
24/7. Like every 3 seconds, my phone is going off with comments. And so I just can't keep up with all of them. So I may just be making these videos. Okay. So I'm sorry if it's taken a long.
Oh, my phone don't blow up with TikTok notifications when people leave comments. It may be because I have it set that way. I don't know, but I don't get notification comments. I mean, oh my God, comment notifications unless I'm in the app.
Story, but you guys,
Yeah, buckle up,
and I realized
Aaron.
a lot of stuff out
This is your
because
future, buddy.
making a big deal about how long the videos were. So, I'm trying to please everybody, which is dumb. It's how I get myself into trouble. This page
This camper she's got is fucking huge.
new attitude. You
Let me
guys
see. Get my mouse. Yeah, it's everybody else is the weirdo because you put this fucking story out there and people have questions. Wait, did she ever do part? If y'all are looking for the videos, all of the videos where she tells the story, she's got that shirt on. That cannot be the same camper that's in these videos I'm seeing. Because this motherfucker is huge. Like, I think this is. No, that's not. That's her camper. And I'm using the mouse, so of course it won't cooperate. Let's see if we can find the storage unit video. She may have taken it down for court. No, I already scrolled past these on my iPad. Good Lord, lady. And I bet you 90% of these videos, unless she's lip syncing to a song, they're probably all 8 minutes long. I think that she not only flat out lies, I think that she purposely misrepresents stuff. Like, for example, the daughter saying, I want you to paint that room before you move your stuff in, and making it out like it was the daughter's way of being hateful. I think it was probably more something along the lines of if it even happened. Like, I would appreciate it. I would like to paint that room before you move your stuff in. Something like that. I think she misrepresents a lot of shit. Okay, so she must have taken that video down for court
is to look up your.
because it is not there. I need to find the husband's account. Does anybody know it? Hold on, I need to text Jacob real quick. And she loves it. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't type. Oh, by the way, fans of Law and Order Organized Crime, we found out today they canceled it. Don't know why, but whatever. Whatever, Peacock, whatever, NBC. You want to take Christopher Maloney away from me? Whatever. Jesus. Here, let me put myself on camera for a minute. Like I said, I don't know why YouTube did what they did. I don't know what the problem with the videos were because they didn't fucking tell me. They didn't tell me what video, if it was one video, two videos, three videos. I don't fucking know. They're saying it's inauthentic and repetitive content. I literally give commentary. So that's weird. Does anybody know the husband's her TikTok name? Hold on. Hope and Dimples. HOPEANDDIMPLES. Really? Jacob got a notification. He took me to the salon today because we had somewhere else we had to go. And he got a notification while my stylist was fixing my doohickey right here. Okay, hand friend, thank you. Oh, you saw that? Wait a minute. I read that wrong, Laura. I'm exhausted. I've been dead all day. I mean, busy all day, and now I'm dead. I read that wrong. So you watched them film an episode. Did you get to see Christopher Maloney up close and in person? Because if you did, we might have a problem. Because my jealousy might might affect our little parasocial relationship here. Girl, I'm jealous. I cannot talk to you. I cannot talk to you. I have had a crush on that man since when did SVU start? 99? I can't talk to you anymore. You cannot be a viewer of my lives anymore. I am jealous. God, I've had a crush on that man for almost 30 years. Oh my God. I don't like saying that out loud. My brother lives in the. No, now you're just being rude. Now you're just trying to purposely upset me, and I don't like that. Let me see. The daughter's account was like what, McCrath House? I know that the daughter has like I saw a couple of videos where oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I've got the one that the friend made. Hold on. Mm-mm-mm. Because I muted it and I forgot. Oopsie. Is that y'all can hear me now? No, I don't know how it works when you're live on YouTube and you get a phone call. So I always mute it just to be safe. I can't discuss my crimes and y'all hear it. Whoopsie. Damn it. The video is. Hold on one moment. I will be right back. The link to the video is in my notes on my phone, and my iCloud has not backed up. So I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh, wait. Why am I doing? Why am I flipping my camera up? Y'all can't see what's on my computer. I think I stayed up a little too late doing diamond art last night. But it's so hard to stop. You're like, one more section, just one more section, just one more row, just one more row, and I'll be done. I'll go to bed. Okay, this is a video that was on my For You page today. Um, this is a friend of the daughter. So, ta-da! Now,
actually involved, and I wish that y'all would realize that. That shit of that lady posting like, "Oh, me healing after my husband left me for my daughter," she's full of shit.
right, Wolf?
I know her.
Every time.
She did not do nothing to that fucking lady. That lady's some type of narcissist, and she's getting up here slandering somebody I know's name for shits and giggles. And what really set me, because I've been telling her daughter, don't really say shit, just let it go, let it roll off your back. But what's getting me, and the reason I'm saying something, is because she's gonna have the nerve to post her daughter's deceased grandmothers and say, "I wonder what they would think of you knowing what you did," knowing your fucking life. Knowing your fucking life. You don't
Wow.
even have enough respect for the dead to stop lying on your own child. You don't have enough respect for yourself to stop lying on your own child. And when people get in her comments and they're like, "Hey, you're really vague about what's happening here. You're not making any sense. You're not answering any of the questions." She just likes the comment. Then the daughter messaged someone trying to defend herself, which is why I be telling people, you ain't always got to defend yourself. And it's like, hey, I actually didn't do any of this, and I don't know why my mother's
It's terrible.
It's on a smear campaign. I can only believe it's for, I don't fucking know, likes and views. That's what I'm saying.
Did you?
But
His
messaged
Reddit?
someone, and that person,
He has a TikTok.
and sent the screenshot to her mom. Her mom posts the fucking screenshot. And it's like, "Oh, you seem guilty because you're defending yourself." What type of fucking weirdos are on this fucking app? Y'all be making the wrong people fucking popular. If you see her video, ask her why she's fucking lying. Drama is not fucking
Why you always lying? Let's see. Oh, this is who I was gonna ask y'all about. So, this girl named Erin, spelled the same way as Aaron in the chat, forgave Brittany Stapleton and is catching some shit for it.
Y'all have me wanting to apologize to Brittany Stapleton for a second time.
Hold up, hold up, hold up.
said it.
Nope,
I am-
zip it. My videos are out of order. Hold up. Okay, wait. I did not put them in order. I'm a dummy. I put them in the order I found them, and that is not helpful. We'll get there. Bear with me. Wait, no, I did put. Okay, I guess this is how. Oh, this is it. Okay. No, don't talk. I gotta unmute you.
My name is Erin. I'm a recovering addict and a survivor of CSA and CSA material. Now, notice how I said I apologize because I came from the same place that y'all are coming from right now in the comments as you're typing. I do get it. So when the grill blew up in her face and I saw all of my favorite, girlies like stitching stuff and saying things, I was like, ooh, let me get on that.
Hey, Mama Bear.
Went to her account. I left hate comments on that video. I left hate comments on other videos. And then it brought me to
I
a
thought
video.
about you when I saw her video.
He was talking about how the hate that has come through this platform almost pushed her to a point where she just didn't want to wake up anymore. And she survived it. And as somebody that
Cubic,
has
no,
been
ma'am.
through cyberbullying, that shit pulled on my heart and I started crying. And I was like, Erin Michelle, you know better. So I sat with that feeling and I was like, you know what? I went back and I deleted my comments. I sat with the words that I wanted to say. I typed them out and I apologized to her for the way that I treated her because projection is poison. Projection prolongs pain. I do want to
What are
say
we
that
projecting, ma'am?
long-time followers that are going to unfollow and block me for this, I still love you. Okay. What I do doesn't make any sense to other people because you guys don't understand what I went through as a child, and you never will. You might hear my story, but you will not understand the impact it had on me. And I've been struggling to forgive my father for years. So I had to get to a place where I acknowledge that Josh is not my dad. He's not the one who abused me. Do I agree with his charges or what he did? No. But I reached out to Brittany because she's not the one in jail. She's not the one who deserves to be treated the way that she's being treated.
No, she's a nasty human being.
I'm very proud of her. And I can confidently say that she is not this bad person that you guys are saying she is. Okay. I held off on making this video for months. I've posted about it on Friends Only. This helped me get to a place where I can actually forgive my father because I stopped projecting on other people and I finally fucking moved past it. I apologize to Brittany Stapleton and let me tell
Okay, what do y'all think about what she had to say? Because while I know the gist of the Brittany Stapleton story, I know that her man uploaded, not downloaded. She is some bigger creator on TikTok. She's got a pretty good following. Exactly. Chaotic crash out. That's what I thought. Also, look, who am I to judge how I cannot begin to wrap my head around what she went through as a child. Erin, not Brittany. But, and so I can't judge her journey, right? To healing or whatever. But let's not get on this app and act like Brittany Stapleton is an innocent bystander. Let's not do that because that woman is vile. She has a nasty fucking attitude. She swears up and down that Josh is innocent and he's just being set up by the police and blah, 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 blah. And she is ugly to anybody that says any different. Brittany went after Chris Hansen for God's sake. I don't know a lot. I know what most anybody who knows the name knows. I don't I know that she defends him. I know that she rage baits the fuck out of people. I know that she thinks he is innocent and is being set up by crooked cops. Um, no, right, Victoria? No. And if I'm not mistaken, if one of y'all know the story, correct me if I'm wrong. She got with him after these charges, right? But she just does not believe he did it at all. She legit thinks he was set up. And I ain't gonna lie, the grill blowing up in the girl's face was kind of funny. If that makes me a bad person, so be it. It was kind of funny. Are you serious, hand friend? Okay, Mama Cub, Josh Stapleton is currently in prison for uploading. I don't know how many. They had him on hundreds of counts of uploading CSAM. And Brittany does not believe he did it. And Brittany has been on this app, I don't know for how long, but at least for a year. And she vehemently denies that he's guilty, defends him in some of the most disgusting ways. And I'll look her up. Let's see, maybe you'll recognize her. And my biggest problem with Aaron's video, this is Brittany Stapleton. My biggest problem with Aaron, it is the undertone of judgment toward anybody that doesn't agree with her on Brittany Stapleton. Look, if you want to forgive her or apologize to her, my bad. If you want to feel all these feels about going after Brittany Stapleton and you want to apologize, wonderful. Good for you. But it doesn't make us bad people that we don't. Is she? See, she shows up on my For You page every once in a while. I don't follow her. I've seen her before, but I couldn't tell you. I think she does recovery type. I think that's part of her story. And maybe that's why she shows up on my For You page. I know she just moved back to Oklahoma. She been gone for 7 years. Something about what's the story with her and her son? Also admitted in a recorded jail call to delete. I did. I have heard that, and friend. I forgot about that though. Yes, yes, this is her, Tina. Is it? Like, what did she abandon her son? Did she lose him through drugging and being in jail or whatever? I don't even know what she did. Has she been in jail or was she just an addict who gave her like $10,000? Really? I did not know that. What I didn't understand about, because I have gathered just from the videos that show up on my For You page, and I went looking through her videos yesterday when I saw this. Hey, twin angels, it was good. How was yours? Um, I couldn't figure out because according to this is just what I've gathered. I could have some of the facts wrong. Her family is in Oklahoma. She has been living in Florida. She I don't understand if your family is in Oklahoma and you have such a great relationship with them, why did you need somebody to give you the money to move back? Why did it take you 7 years? I don't know. I don't know enough about her story. I just know like bits and pieces. But it pisses me off. Like I said, if you want to forgive Brittany Stapleton, that's on you. That is your decision. Don't talk about everybody else like they're horrible people who are just projecting their misery on an innocent woman because that is not the case. Yeah, I don't know a lot. I admittedly don't know a lot about her. I've just picked up bits and pieces. There's like bits and pieces of things I've heard like scrolling the For You page when her videos show up every now and then. And isn't her current man in prison? Okay, I can type now. This is my internet worlds crossing over. Okay, I've followed Erin for years. Okay. She's pretty. She's found Jesus and whatnot. And she's got some like videos, religious based video, which is fine. I don't care for that kind of content, but it's fine. I just don't like you don't want to be judged for forgiving Brittany Stapleton, but you out here making statements in this video like there's something wrong with people who don't have that forgiveness for her. Her oldest son is severely autistic and nonverbal. She signed away rights to the mother of her baby daddy years and years ago. Oh, I did not know that. I guess that's on me. I just assumed some things.
You need Jacob to come back here to give you the funds or
No, just whenever he comes home.
so,
Okay. Hey, can you ask him to stop by Rouse's and grab one of those brownies that he got the other night? Thank you. She's a beautiful woman. I just don't know that much about her. I just like I said, I don't like the finger wagging. Let me flip this camera while I get the lore. I don't like the finger wagging like there's something wrong with you if you can't forgive her. There's nothing wrong with me, ma'am. I don't Her youngest son has been with Aaron's mom basically. Aaron was in and out of jail, and this is the first time that Aaron has the actual responsibility of watching her child. Oh, what was she in and out of jail for? And I know that child's daddy is in jail, right? Did you text Jacob? Did you text Jacob? All right, thank you.
we'll check it out. Well,
Drugs. I feel like there's drugs involved too. I feel like I have seen a video at some point in time where she talked about drugs, but I couldn't remember. And DV on her mother? Why did she sign away her rights just because of his disability? I don't know the right word to describe. I don't know what label you're supposed to give that label. So don't nobody come at me for saying the wrong word. Lord have mercy. Hey, Black Sheep. And for the record, this side note off topic, I would just like to state for the record, I have been live for 2 hours now. Not once have we talked about the twins or any TikTok drama. And I've held viewers for the entire time, 100 plus viewers. So don't tell me my only content is the dipshits because I like to comment criticizing her for smoking. Wow. So she one of them. She one of them kind. Like old Chancey goes into her husband's comment section and blocks people that talk about her. Vega is impatiently waiting her dinner. It goes deep. She is not an angel. She is very fake. Really? Thank you, Possum. Hey, good Juju. And for the record, I try anybody that was watching me last year, I tried to do different content. And all of those women that sat in my chat every night who walked away in December were like, "Oh, we would love that. We'll love that. We'll watch you. We'll follow you anywhere." Were nowhere to be found when I tried to do different content. So thank y'all. I tried. I can't look the night that I went to Cruaboo, the Cruaboo parade, I went live. I've been telling people all fucking week. I'll be live at the Cruaboo parade Saturday night. And everybody was like, "Oh, we can't wait. We can't wait." Well, Gabby was up to her fuckery that night. I don't remember what was happening. And old Pink Jesus was streaming it. And that was where everybody else was. This is our show. There was, let me see what other videos there were. She had made another video. She's just antagonizing people that are coming at her for forgiving Brittany Stapleton. Ma'am, if you can't handle the backlash or any criticism over doing something that you know is going to be deemed very controversial, then why did you do it? If you fall down that, I probably will fall down that rabbit hole. I've sent people down rabbit holes, so it's just my karma. Yes, you were, Aaron. Yeah, look, my mods can tell you I have tried to do other content and nobody wants to watch it. Well, y'all do. They didn't. The people that walked away, they didn't. And I mean, people will be like, "Oh, so you do shit for views?" I mean, people don't want to go live and have no people watching. That's weird. Why would you do that? People don't want to post content and have nobody look at it. That's strange. So, yes, did I do it for money? No. But I mean, yeah, you would like people to come in and chat and watch. Is that not the whole point of going live? They wanted selective drama. Yes. And the thing, and that's fine, to each their own. I'm not saying people had to watch my different content. My problem was that anytime I brought it up, wanting to do different things. They were all like, "Oh, we would love that. That would be so much fun. We'll follow you anywhere, Swifty." And then when I would try to do it, they were all about the drama. They didn't want no part of it. Thank you, Han Fran. Why does anybody become a content creator? Hey, Gigglebox. Block him in the parade. Like, you can't say that you don't. People go live to be watched and to engage with other people. So I'm sick and tired of this shit where doing things You do it for views. I mean, that's why I created an account and started posting content and saying making it out like making money on social media is a bad thing and says something about you as a person. Fuck all of y'all. Y'all just mad because y'all don't make no money. You sit on TikTok and bitch all day long in people's live chats and comment sections and over there in the cesspool, and y'all don't get paid a damn thing to do it. Stay mad. Right, Possum? I'm going to play the last few videos about this because she did make, there was a couple more, and she beefing with somebody named Lexi. I don't know what it's about. I've only seen one of her videos that just has a caption on the screen and don't say anything else. Like she doesn't talk in it. And then I saw a video of Lexi's. Okay, that was one. This is the second video.
Y'all have me wanting to apologize to Brittany Stapleton for a second time.
Right,
I fucking
Tess?
said it, and I am twice as proud of her now because I'm only dealing with a fraction. Y'all, you're insane. Twisting words, putting it in my mouth. But that doesn't affect me. She's been dealing with it for 10 months and was so new to this shit. Like when it comes to hate, I've been canceled before. I've been called worse. Only because like the names they were calling me actually applied. But I'm not kidding you. I feel twice as bad for the way I treated her. Because it's only a fraction. Any whoosies, life goes on. I will never find my worth in my comment section or with the numbers next to my name. I hope y'all heal from whatever you don't talk about. I'm gonna keep doing me and you keep doing you. Love you. Bye.
That's another thing I'm sick of people saying. Look, do people behave the way they do on the internet because they are miserable people with no life? And y'all, we're surrounded by them in our little neck of the woods on TikTok, right? Yes, that's true. But I don't like her implying that people that have a problem with her apologizing to Brittany Stapleton only have a problem because they're not healed. The fuck? It sounds to me like you want to do all kinds of shit on the internet and you don't want any criticism. This is the internet, ma'am. That's what happens. They criticize you when you do bad. They criticize you when you do good. They criticize you no matter what you're doing. And if you don't like that, maybe you should steer clear of controversial content. And I think going back to the doing things for views, there are concepts about the internet that people who are not creators just don't understand. There is doing shit for views, as in pulling a stunt, doing something like that, like fake, do it for the gram type shit. They don't differentiate between content creators doing their content and the whole point of content creation being views and purposely like clickbait, rage bait, doing things just so people will watch you and you maybe you'll go viral. Those are two different things, but they don't see that. Also, it's just one of their favorite insults. You did that for clout. You did this for money. You did this for views. At least people watch me. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I don't know what to fucking say. At least I have a platform. Stay mad. I don't give a damn. Oh, I don't know what that video was about, but it has been taken down. I had 4 videos under this title. I don't know. I don't know what that one was. Oh, well, we don't get to watch 3 and 4. I don't know what those, I can't remember what those were about. And then there's, okay, I pasted these that are about the beef between her and whoever Lexi is.
Was just getting my son off to school, the one that I have full time, the one that I've never been in.
Right,
I do
Kaylee?
think it's funny how you're comparing the my son's dad abused him, and now that he's with me full time because I stick up for children, uh, as the excuse that I don't like his girlfriend. Honey, I've been by my son's side through every hospital visit, through every instability in my life, every court date. Still have my son. Still had him. So, I mean, I don't know what your excuse is for the poor life that you have. You don't find me up on social media begging for basic necessities for my home
Oh,
because I got me. And you can try to copy and paste my life. I've been in a CNA for 9 years. Honey, we know you're not going to make it. But I do love to see how manic you are. And what was about that autoimmune disease that you had that just had you down and out for so long?
what is this play about me?
That's right. Haven't seen that in a while, baby girl. Ugh, I'm sorry. I was just getting my son off to school, the one that I had.
Like I said, I don't know what they beefing about.
I do think it's funny how you're
I don't know if, dang it, our rabbit hole leader went in the store. And I have a question. I don't know I don't know the origin story of these two. But she's
For you, defended you, supported you. You're worth you know what deep in your soul. I regret every moment that I stood up for you, defended you, supported you. You're worth nothing. And want you to feel that.
now I want to know more. I want to know why they beefing. Oh wait, gotta unmute.
Wrote what backlash when she's now reporting people's
Hold
comments.
on, let me start it over.
I just think it's so funny that Erin reposted my video and wrote what backlash when she's now reporting people's comments. Erin posted this story and wrote, I'm not deleting comments or filtering them. I'm reporting them so TikTok will hide your threads from me. Helps me avoid the temptation to respond. Girl, these comments are the backlash. And they're not just in your comment section, they're in mine and multiple other people who have talked about this. But Erin already knew she was going to get backlash. She even talked about the people who are following her that will unfollow her. Watch this.
I do want to say that I love you guys for the longtime followers that are going to unfollow and block me for this. I still love you. Okay.
So she knew her own followers were going to unfollow and block her. What did she expect other people to do? They're not going to agree with this. That's what happens when you side with these kind of people. We don't support people who hurt children. I just think it's so funny that
Lord. I think that's all I have about this one, but I will keep y'all updated. What was this about Real Housewives of Miami? Look here, I've got a video that I captioned. The note that I put with the link says, Iron Butthole hard up for content and stuff to bitch about. I gotta see what this was. Oh,
Need to ask an opinion. As you can see, I'm sitting in a reserved place for pickup at my local.
lady, if you always got to point out that your car ain't moving, maybe you need to quit making TikToks while you driving. It's just a suggestion.
Beside me, a woman who
No,
won't
I
is
will after this one. Thank
in
you.
a place reserved for pickup. Yet she just walked out of Publix with her purchases and is now sitting in the parking lot on her phone or whatever. This might seem minor
It
in the whole
does.
scheme of things,
Yeah.
but this, my friends, is why we are the way we are.
What?
Everybody is fucking too lazy to get out and walk inside the store.
Ma'am, you don't want to wait till you get home where you are not a danger to people on the road to make a fucking TikTok. I watched a video of yours yesterday where you were holding up traffic at a stop sign, making a damn TikTok. And then this morning, you made another video justifying the fact that you make videos while you're driving in your car because you don't want to forget things. Write them down. I don't know. No, don't be writing down because then you'll be doing way too much while you're driving. I don't know what to tell you, lady. I don't. I just know that if I come up on you at a stop sign and you just sitting there because you are making a TikTok, there gonna be some horn honking and whatnot. Because what? Like I never knew much about this woman. I know Pink just acts like she hung the fucking moon, but I mean that makes sense, right? But she irks the shit out of me, and she got a hard on for Kaylee and Sean like no other. Like they live rent free in her head. But the thing that bothers me the most, ma'am, you are in a very controversy centered neck of the woods on TikTok. Why are you showing where your grandchildren go to school? Are you new here? Do you realize that how dumb that is? That's dumber. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's worse. You showing, well, you know what? You put other people at risk when you're driving in your car making TikToks, but to put your grandchildren at risk by showing their school is wild to me. Just fucking wild. And now, I now remember why I put that note with that link. Did you just have the urge to make a TikTok yesterday and you didn't have nothing to talk about? So you just decided to bitch about this woman who had the audacity to go to the Publix and park in a pickup order parking spot, but go in and shop her own order and then come back and check shit on her phone. Look, this woman is something else.
I'm sorry.
I need a
making a lot
soundboard.
of assumptions, but I watched her looking perfectly capable walking to her car.
She's not parked in a
we
handicap
often
spot.
say, well, you never know what they're going through. I'm sorry. If you're having a hard day and parking one spot closer is what it takes to make your day, then, you know, I don't know. But it's
Well,
fine.
if you having a hard day and putting innocent people on the road and in danger because you feel compelled to make TikToks at the drop of a hat, whether you are operating heavy machinery or not, well, so be it. I think that parking in a pickup order spot, even though you're going in to shop your own order, I think that's a lot better than driving while making TikToks. I also think that's better than showing where your grandchildren go to school when you are occupying space in an awareness community that are notorious for being toxic. Hey, Crash Brat, like this woman. Let me find the one she posted today where she is defending. What? Why are we in our? You know what? I don't want to know. I don't. I don't need to know. Did she take down that video? No. Here we go.
Hi guys, I am finished my shift from the morning. Um, I want to talk a little apology and what that means because I think
No, that ain't it.
I'm just a wealth of information today.
I wouldn't say that.
In a light.
Again, if you have to point out that you are in a parking spot or stopped at a light, ma'am, stopped at a light does not make it okay to make a damn video. But if you got to keep pointing this shit out, it's a problem. Plain and simple.
Kind of brain that I've got, type A, uh, ADHD, whatever the hell you want to label me.
Say it.
Part
Yeah,
problem
Lady
with,
Di. I was sitting here watching that this morning with my jaw on the floor.
The idea that you can actually wait until you get somewhere to record something or to do something or to say something. So you try to accommodate that by saying things.
Cynthia, I've wondered the same thing. No, she does them from her egg chair that she's really proud of. I do know that.
Forget, because there'll be a billion other thoughts in the next 2 seconds. Still at the light. or I will have solved, peace on earth or something before
Solve peace on earth.
I'm going to park down here. So, if you see me doing things like that, it's
Does she lay eggs and
accommodate my.
she lays some bullshit?
I call it monkey mind. I have always called it my monkey mind.
They don't
Now I
have
have
the
a label
regular one, but they have the cookie.
safely in my parking place.
One with that.
Anyway,
One with
I've
nuts.
always referred to it as my monkey.
Wait, does it have the frosting on it?
I've done just fine without a label.
This is iron buttholes, the one with nuts. And I can't. To me, her name is Iron Butthole. I can't call her nothing else. The one with nuts. Thank you, sir. Like ever since I heard Kaylee call her Iron Butthole, I half the time I forget her name is Iron Butterfly.
So anyway, I hope the other
Do too, hand friend.
to feel that urgency, like when a thought pops in your mind. I mean, there's a lot of ways that you can
She is making
a lot of ways
excuses.
I've learned to help me with that, although I'm not really good at it. And the bottom line is, uh, quite candidly, it's an addiction, if you will, to a dopamine, rush. Because the
Ma'am, this just gets worse and worse. This is like a slow moving car crash. We start out by defending the fact that we make TikToks while we're driving down the road, and now we are admitting that we are addicted to doing it. Okay.
this sense of urgency and intensity
It's the longest stoplight in town.
sometimes
This is that crazy old bat, Iron Butterfly, the one that Kaylee calls Iron Butthole.
get us going. Anyway, like I said, we're brilliant.
Right, Phoenix?
We are. There's nothing wrong. Our mind just works differently, and we're brilliant.
Ma'am, no, I am brilliant. Yeah. I also have ADD, ADHD, whatever I'm supposed to call it now. Attention span of a gnat. Have trouble focusing. I also am the most forgetful human being that I know. Y'all have witnessed me lose my train of thought mid sentence how many times? I have never felt compelled to make a TikTok while I was driving. I have never had anything so important to say in a TikTok that I had to do it while driving. I don't, ma'am. And nothing you have to say is ever important enough to warrant making the video while you're driving so you don't forget your brilliant point that you want to share with humanity. That is squirrel. It happened earlier. I was talking and forgot where I was going with it. Look, Stephanie, there's a video. Where's it at? Grandma, learn how to use your phone as many times as you make TikToks, not you sitting there. Like, hey, I can't with this woman. I cannot. I know, Angel. Oh my God, she's so long winded and slow.
It's me again. I wanted to do this on my.
The caption says, "Sorry for the noise. If I'm going to be EGC creator, you got to do a better job." And that's you. Who's she talking about?
iPhone.
And where are we tagging Jones Road Beauty?
Videos and TikTok. I can't ever ascertain whether or not it's got a filter on, and I really don't use filters. Don't want to.
Ma'am, do you see the vehicle behind you? I promise you, they don't care whether or not your TikTok has a fucking filter on it. I think they want you to look straight ahead and focus on the road. Right, Possum?
I want to show you my 71-year-old self. But what I will say is, I don't wear a lot of makeup. Haven't worn a lot.
Lady, I don't fucking care. You lost me already. I just want to, holy shit.
I'm on my front porch. Hi guys, I'm back.
I want to find the one where a
Hey,
truck or
good
something
morning.
pulls up behind her.
Even Monday. 3 cheers from my Go Cup.
No, that ain't it. God damn, that's loud. Where's it at? Oh, she's got them weird fucking glasses on in it. Maybe this is it.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
No, that ain't it. Oh my God, I sent it in Kaylee's Discord the other day. She got them weird looking glasses on. And she's sitting there making a damn TikTok and a truck pulls up behind her. Well, what have we here?
Probably not, Danny.
Not my plate to talk about it, but autism. I saw the paperwork and
Right, Possum? Right, Squirter?
I'm gonna think about it. Like I honestly feel really bad for him. Love him so much too. He's always so happy.
Oh God.
Morning, everybody.
What the fuck was that?
Porch. It is so nice out here in my egg chair. The clip is so much to say about that. I don't even know where to begin.
You want to do some coffee cheers?
Danny and Gabby and that group of people.
She comes in peace.
You know, one thing she said that like struck me is that he's so happy to see us.
She does, his queen.
And that makes me sad. That makes me sad because he is dealing
You making
with
TikToks while driving makes me sad.
some ignorant people. His mom, his dad, his whole family on that side who are ignorant.
Kind of like
How
you.
many times I can say that? They are letting
Then
that
John
little
Crowley
boy
wants his
be
glasses back.
by
Me too, boss.
and their desperate desire to figure out a way to make fucking money.
Getting money.
They all should be ashamed.
Hey, Tammy.
And it's appalling. And I don't know if there's anything to do about
You know what's
it
appalling?
for us.
It's always gonna be you making TikToks while you're driving, lady. I don't care what point you're trying to make. That's always gonna be it.
Kaylee, I don't know. Like, is she rage baiting? Is she? I don't know what she's doing.
Are you rage baiting?
But
Yeah, she needs a
Kaylee
fucking
said,
jitterbug.
You.
Oh wait,
Just
I didn't know you could even make videos on the jitterbug.
publicizing and
My husband is not technologically inclined, and I always threaten to buy him a jitterbug all the time.
because you're perpetuating. that
He does look like Skeletor.
You're continuing to put it out there, whatever your motivation.
She is 71, Spunky, a fact that she is quite proud of.
I think
Right,
you're
Cynthia?
fucking sicko too, because you are putting out information that is shaping what people think
Okay,
about a look.
I'm gonna talk slow. Maybe you'll get it. I ain't got no hope that it'll work, but here we go. You need to stop driving while you are making TikToks. Just stop. Because we're going to get an update one day that you done caused a 15-car pileup outside the Publix. Because you were distracted by making a TikTok about where the hell somebody fucking parked their car, lady. You stop the TikToks and the driving. Okay? Now look, I gave you hand gestures and props and everything. You got no excuse. She is, Wolf. She is of that persuasion. Yep. You can tell by I saw old Tooth Jim bitch in her comments on one of the videos. If that tells you anything about how she is. She is, and she's another one. Want to talk about people making money of exploiting a little boy? When does Kaylee ever talk about that little boy in the context of like using it as content to make money? You just like Gabby, always accusing. Gabby has always accused all of us of shit talking. A little boy, you're talking about my son. Ain't nobody ever talked about your son, ma'am. Only you. And Iron Butthole, I'm a. I what disturbs me is that you live in the southeast, and I know that because you at a Publix. I hope you are far away from me. Please don't be in a neighboring state to Louisiana. I do not want to fuck up one day and park in the wrong parking spot and have you coming up the fucking parking lot aisle making a damn TikTok and take me out. Okay? Damn. I can't listen to her drone on in this video. Let me find the one. She's wearing them funky ass glasses. That's not it. It's one where a truck pulls up behind her. It's got to be one of these.
Hey, good morning. Happy Monday. Coffee. Cheers from my Go Cup.
Protein collagen cheers from my
Sitting in
Stanley.
the driveway waiting to pick my littles for the school run today. I noticed that one of the videos that I posted yesterday where I was outside my car and then I showed y'all my outfit and then you couldn't hear anything, which I assume has something to do with the fact that the sound, my phone was connecting to
Lady. Oh my God.
earbuds.
Painful. I don't think you're on the road in this one. I don't want to listen to you anymore. Not absolutely have to.
However, is I was making a pitch essentially for the benefits of having
The fit of the day.
ADHD. Okay, so I know that there are a lot of people diagnosed with it, and I think that it has
Okay,
been
thank you,
around
Angel.
and people have
Thank God. I can't listen to any more than I absolutely have to. Okay. She's even in the car wash making TikToks. And how does TikTok allow her videos to stay up is what I want to know.
Morning, guys. It is Wednesday morning. I am on the take my littles to school. Just thought I would pop on for a minute. Yes, I have on Jay's
5 centimeters long.
sweater.
The first wait, which one is it? Hold on, let me zoom out. Always driving. I don't think her addiction is TikTok. I think she's an adrenaline junkie that likes to cheat death. Is it the one I was just playing? Because she's got a orange sweater on in that one. It's the first video. Oh,
Okay, I can continue on. I am at a stopping point.
watch behind her. Thank you.
Of recording a video and
And she ain't even quick with it.
what I want to do is
Takes her time.
address what I mentioned about Kaylee and her nightly YouTubes. I did not know that Feisty was live until I got a notification that said Kaylee was live on YouTube.
Are you subscribing to Kaylee?
Trick trotted over there, peeked through the blinds to see what was going on, anything of interest, and what I that
So you admit that there are times when you find things of interest in Kaylee's life. I think you're a fan. What do y'all think?
hearing, but it sounded like they were
She's like 50 years older by the end of her videos.
Of course, live.
No, Cajun, because I hate talking on the phone. This one, look, did y'all see the truck pull up behind her? I missed it. I was looking at the comments. And like somebody said in Kaylee's Discord, you know she edited out them honking the horn at her.
Interest and what
And watch how long she takes
I was having a hard
to
time
acknowledge
hearing.
there is a vehicle behind her.
It sounded like they were watching somebody else's live. And then I sat there for a few minutes, and of course, you could tell from the conversation that the live was about
She's totally oblivious.
or rebroadcasting feisties.
Totally fucking oblivious.
Okay.
That's it, Elton John's grandma. Lord of mercy. Kaylee is gonna go live in 20 minutes, and I got some shit to do before I can sit down and Diamond Art and listen to that. Y'all make sure to watch her live, and Meowski that's in the chat, subscribe to her and follow her on TikTok. Your name is the same on both, right, Meowski? I can't watch no more of that lady. Good Lord. My MacBook will end up knocked off the desk right into the damn floor. It's like, spit it out, Grandma. I will see y'all. Okay, Meowski's name on TikTok is Meowski234, and it's the same here on YouTube. Make sure y'all follow and subscribe to her and Kaylee on YouTube and TikTok. And I will see y'all over there. If I'm not commenting much, it's because I'm working on my diamond painting. But I'll be there. I will see y'all then. Bye.